no idea if people still care about Huniepop or Huniepop 2, but I have some insane theories. I genuinely believe that this character right here is based off of 2 real people. First person that I think she's based off of is Trisha.
Buried with a donkey!
The second person I think is going to be infamous lol cow Pixie Terry.
Wake up in the morning, Pixie Terry's my name.
Just gotta hear me out on this one. If you aren't already familiar with Pixie Terry, aka Sarah, she is an infamous internet personality from lolcow. She got really popular for her cosplays, her EGL fashion, and her controversies. Some of those controversies including Pixie Terry refusing to bathe, saying that Japanese people don't need to bathe as much and she considers herself Japanese, only to then have her mother bust in on her live stream and basically tell her that she stinks and needs to shower, proclaiming very clearly that her extra curves were not in fact weight but were actually workout lines. There is honestly way too much Pixie Terry lore to get into right now. There are a couple of reasons why I think this character is based off of Pixie Terry, or at least partially based off of her. The most obvious reason why I think these two are partially connected is the names. This character likes to go by Suki because again she considers herself Japanese, but her actual name is Sarah. Pixie Terry also liked to use a Japanese name and pretend she was Japanese, but her actual name was Sarah. The nationality is Caucasian American, just like Pixie Terry. But when it comes to the personality of this character, there's a couple of overlaps. Suki is an unbearable weeaboo who thinks she's Japanese and culturally appropriates the F out of their fashion trends. Her actual name is Sarah and she's the worst. Kind of hot in that weird way, so despite her obnoxious personality, she manages to do well online with desperate anime nerds. Pixie Terry was an infamous weeaboo who absolutely loved EGL fashion and cosplay. But despite her infamy, Pixie Terry also had people online who were supporting her. Suki is also obsessed with Japan, anime, and culturally appropriating anything about the culture, from the fashion to the language. Apparently, Suki also has some adult interests. Pixie Terry also had the same thing where she would take spicy cosplay photos before that was a real thing. Also, the character traits of Suki kind of line up with Pixie Terry. For example, we have the smelly trait. This is where a fishy aroma is emanating from Sarah, which will reduce the passion tokens. As we know, Pixie Terry kind of had an issue with bathing.
I only shower once or twice a week. That's enough for me.
We also have the annoying trait, which is basically about her love life. Although the devs have basically said that Suki is based very loosely off of weeaboos as a whole, I would personally be very surprised if there wasn't some direct inspiration from Pixie Terry. However, when it comes to Suki's aesthetic, it has to be Trisha. Because of course, our favourite multicultural queen, Trisha Paytas, has also done a gyaru look, or more specifically, a manba gyaru look. Just like Trisha, Suki is also wearing manba/ganguro makeup. I'd also say the physical build and description of Suki also kind of matches Trisha. Slightly chubby build, dark spray tan skin, bleach blonde hair. And of course, within manba and ganguro, there is going to be an overlap when it comes to makeup. Like, yeah, Trisha is doing an existing makeup style. Personally, I see a lot of physical resemblance between Trisha and Suki. This particular screenshot coming from a video where Trisha is being very obnoxious and kind of mocking of Japanese fashion and culture.
Arigato, tenbatos! It's
Which again kind of suits Suki's obnoxious personality. This whole thing has occupied a big chunk of my brain for such a long time. I have no idea if I'm actually right, but all of it just seems too coincidental to not be true. I don't think anybody really cares about this game as much as I do. But yeah, I'm almost 100% certain that this video game character is at least slightly inspired, if not very heavily inspired, by Pixie Terry and Trisha Paytas. Anyway, that's just a theory, a game theory. It's my game theory. What do you think?